Hey everyone, the Joyful Yogini here. So it's time for yoga. And no, normally on Tuesdays I do it 12:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, but today I needed to change that up because I'm not going to be available at that time. Let me just go. I'm going to go live on Instagram as well. I don't think I've ever done a live yoga on Instagram. So let me just get Instagram going. Chewy a little bit. He just went for a run with me. I have not stretched yet. I had a shower in between, but I haven't stretched. So bad, so bad. Hey, it's Jackie here, the Joyful Yogini, and we're gonna do some live yoga. So let me see here. Don't lick my armpits. We got Chewy here. Can you see Chewy? Yeah, there he is. I'm sorry, you guys don't have as good of a view. Okay. Anyways, I gotta go like this so you can see me better. Stop licking me. I'm not a salt lick right now because I did shower. Robert's in the house. Well, hey, Robert, how are you? We're going to do some yoga. Okay, so the theme, I pulled a card last night to figure out the theme that I was going to do for today's class. I'm moving over this way just because I want to make sure I'm in the Instagram video as well. And the theme I got is live in the now. And I think the reason why you can let me know if, I don't know why he just wants to be, come on, keep on moving. I don't want you on top of me. Last night or yesterday, yeah, more so in the late afternoon and evening, I was needing to live in the now. And I had, who is in the house over here? Stop licking me. Frederick is in the house. Hey, welcome. Here, I'm gonna stop licking me. I'm gonna send you a wave. All right. So I was needing to force myself to be now. I had a vacation for a week. I wasn't doing any posts, and I have yoga classes that I want to be launching in September. And I just felt like I needed to get stuff done. You know, it was my first day back, and I'm like, I have to get this done and this. I was trying to get it all done in, well, maybe not all of it, but I was trying to get it done. And then, but other people needed me, right? So, I stopped to play tennis with my son, and then my daughter wanted to buy a new phone and do it, and she needed my help with that. And then, it was like the next thing and the next thing, and then I needed to make dinner, and then I needed whatever. And I kept needing to push my stuff aside and push my stuff aside. And there were times where I was finding frustration bubbling up because I'm like, I just want to get my stuff done, right? But then you can also miss out on what is right in front of your face, right? What is right in front of your face, experiences that can be way more important and way more fulfilling than maybe what you think your priority should be. And so sometimes we do need to simply just go with the flow with what is presenting. And so that is going to be the theme. Now, how is that going to look in the class? I'm not too sure because I'm just going to go with the flow. Now, I normally do more of a vinyasa flow type class, but this might be more of a hatha style, hatha inspired. The reason why I'm saying that is because with hatha, you can go from one exercise to the next, or one pose to the next, and it doesn't necessarily have to flow together. So it might be more like that, but we're going to see what happens. And I would love your participation. So even if you want to, you can let me know if there's certain areas you want to focus on. You can send me that message. Maybe you're having issues with your hips, or you've been having some heart stuff coming up, some relationship stuff coming up, and maybe you want to open up that heart more. Like most of us have been going through some type of heart healing lately. And so I'll probably end up throwing those in there, but I just wanted to give you some examples of how you can let me know what you need, and I'll do my best to incorporate it into the class. Okay, so let's get going. We're going to start on the mat, and we're just going to start in this cross-legged position. And you can go in any position that feels best for you. So if I'm doing any poses that don't work for your body, don't push yourself into them. just adapt it for what your body can handle. And if you haven't done yoga before, or maybe it's been a while, I always recommend talking to your doctor, because if you have done anything to your body that, your body's needing maybe a little bit more attention, maybe it's delicate in certain ways. So be conscious of that, okay? Be kind to yourself, and always do what's best for your body. Feel free to ask questions about adaptations, okay? I'm gonna move this mat. Yeah, of course you're gonna go on the mat. Yeah, move. I took this guy for a really great run, and I don't have my mic. And you would think that he wouldn't need my attention right now. You would think. Okay. I haven't worked with these in a while. Let's hope they're charged up, people. I'm just gonna turn this on. Please let me know at any time if anything happens with the sound. Just send me a note. Let me put this in. Okay, how is the sound now? Robert, if you're still there, let me know how the sound is. Okay, I'm just gonna amplify my voice anyways. Like, I'm just gonna speak loud just because I'm not connected to my phone for audio. Come on, over. Okay, come on, sit. Come on, sit. Good. Down. Okay. I'll give him his rubs. Okay, so in a seated position, maybe you're cross-legged. If you're super flexible and you can go into the lotus position, by all means. I have never been able to do lotus. My legs just don't go that way, and that's okay. We're all different. Okay, so just get yourself centered. So how are you going to do that? I just want you to start breathing in and out through your nose, paying attention to the breath as it comes through your body. And if you want, you can try something new. I did this meditation last night, and the breath work that they had us doing at the beginning of the meditation, I absolutely loved. I like visualizing things. So you can try this if you wish. You can breathe in through your nose and picture the breath coming up through your feet. Now, if you want, you can even picture that breath coming directly from Mother Earth. If that's too much for you, then don't even worry about that. But you can, if it works for you, you can picture it coming, like all that beautiful oxygenated air that is rich in nutrients and rich with the crystals that are within Mother Earth, that's connected to all the plants and the roots that are within Mother Earth, that's connected to all the animals that walk on Mother Earth. And so all of that, those beautiful nutrients are just coming up through our feet. So through that breath, they come up through your feet, up your legs, come all the way up, and igniting every single cell in your body. And then you can also picture it coming out through your crown chakra. So it's bathing every cell, and then it continues to go up, and it intertwines with source energy. And then you take that nice breath in. So it's just a beautiful cycle of it coming up and out and intertwining with source. So if you want, you can picture that. Now, if Ujjayi breath is part of your practice, you can activate that now. And that's still breathing in and out through your nose. And this is Gracie, by the way. And the only difference is you slightly constrict the back of your throat, and then your breath work sounds like the waves of the ocean. Okay, so you can activate that now if that feels comfortable for you. And then let's move to a seated cat-cow. So you can have your hands on your knees, spine is nice and tall. We're gonna breathe in as we push our hearts forward. Breathe out, round the spine. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe into neutral spine. Okay, let's take the right hand, draw it back. The left arm can come over and grab onto your right thigh. And just as you're breathing in and out through your nose, just look over your right shoulder. And then let's go to the other side. The message that I got is that this class should be a gentle class, or will be a gentle class. And the movements will be slow, they'll be controlled, and just to help us to be within our body, in the moment, in the now. Okay, so looking over that left shoulder now, with your breath, you can help yourself to get a little bit deeper into the pose. And then back to center. Let's take our chin, bring it to our left shoulder, and let's roll it down all the way to the other side, and then back again. Use your breath to glide your chin back and forth. One more time each side. Head back to the center. Bring your right ear to your right shoulder. If you wish, you can gently, I don't want you to tug on your head or your neck, but you can allow the gravity of your hand, of your arm, to gently pull it down. And if you want, you can take that left arm and reach it out. Whoever has joined, hello, welcome. We're just doing a gentle yoga class. The theme is in the now. So we're going to help ourselves to get into our bodies. Chewy, I don't know if you guys can see him. He's definitely in the now. He's in Shavasana on his back. Legs are spread. He's pretty happy right now. Gracie is a little itchy. We were at my mom's cottage and the lake water makes her itchy. So I need to give her a bath and with some special shampoo just to help get it out of her, off of her skin. We're gonna move on to our hands and knees, tabletop now. I'm gonna squish my legs in there. So I want you to make sure that your shoulders are stacked above your wrists. Hello, Chewy. Hello. And we're going to open up our hearts as we breathe in. Dropping your belly, lifting your chest. Breathe out, belly button to spine, pushing the back of your heart up to the ceiling. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last time each way, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe into neutral spine. Okay, we're gonna go down to our belly. We're gonna do a nice little shoulder stretch. So if you're on the laptop a lot, You might get that rolled shoulder, you're down, or maybe you're on your phone, right? So we're gonna help to open up those shoulders. Chewy, I'm gonna move you over. Sorry. Just a little over. Am I bothering you? Okay, let's go. Sorry guys, yeah, I don't think you can see anymore. Okay, let's go down to our bellies. Ow, something just poked me. Your right arm, you're gonna reach it out to the side. Your left arm, bring it by your face. You're gonna roll onto that right shoulder. And then that top leg, you can bring it behind that leg. If that doesn't feel comfortable for you, you can keep your leg on top. So it just definitely accentuates the stretch in the shoulder for sure. And breathe. Okay, back to our bellies. We're going to take the left arm, reach it out now. Right arm is beside the face, rolling onto that left shoulder. Back to our belly. We're gonna go in to Sphinx pose. So you can have your shoulders nice and close to your ribs, pushing your heart forward, chin can be up slightly. So we're opening up our hearts. We're also opening up that third chakra. Okay, so it's above your belly button, below your ribs. And this is the center of your confidence, your courage, your willpower. And so in order for us to step forward into making choices that is best for us, making choices that enable us to be all that we are, we need to have that third chakra nice and open. So we can think about a yellow or gold spinning wheel of energy here. And then for our hearts, you can either think of a spinning wheel of green or a spinning wheel of pink. And the pink is representing self-love, helping you to be able to receive. And receiving is important because we want to be able to receive abundance in our life. And abundance can come in various forms. Abundance in health, in resources, whether it's financial or material. Abundance in love, right? Abundance is important. So open up that heart. Open up that third chakra. Use your breath work. Once again, if you let you feel the energy from Mother Earth coming up through your breath, through the bottoms of your feet, and bathing every cell in your body and coming out through your crown. Okay, you can continue with that visualization if that feels good for you today. Okay, let's come right down. Hands are close to our hearts now, and we're going to do a cobra. So we're going to breathe in as we come up and only come up as high as it feels good for you. If your back isn't warmed up enough, because we haven't done a whole lot yet, right? We have done our cat-cow seated and kneeling, but you need to listen to your back. So maybe you're coming up this side, or maybe you're coming up this side. Okay, so just listen to your body and then breathe out and come down. Breathe in and up. Breathe out and down. As you're breathing and coming up, think about that heart chakra opening. Feel it opening with your breath in. I'm even picturing a lotus flower in the heart, opening and opening. What I'm seeing is actually a beautiful white with light pink on it. It's a beautiful visualization. Last time, breathe in and out. Come up onto your knees. We're still getting warmed up here. You can tuck your toes under, reach your arms forward, and then you're gonna push yourself up to downward dog. Tucking in your belly and pushing those heels down. Whoever's there, hello, hello. Here, I'm gonna take a quick peek to say hi. So if you're in your downward dog, you might wanna start pedaling out your feet to start stretching those heels, okay? I mean those calves. Hello, hello. Oh, Ty's in the house. Hussein's in the house. Hitman's in the house. That's awesome. Hello, everybody. That's great. Okay, so we're in our downward dog. Okay, so I'm going to start pedaling out now. As I mentioned earlier, I went for a run this morning and I did not stretch right after. I didn't have time. I chose the shower over stretching. So this is my stretching session from after my run. So downward dog is amazing for opening up your back. It helps to open up those shoulders too, especially if you're pushing your heart towards your thighs. And it helps to stretch out the backs of those legs. We're also getting the blood flowing. We're getting a lot of blood to our brain right now, which is great. Let's breathe in as we raise the right leg up. Then let's open up our hip. Bend the thigh or bend the knee. Flex the foot. And let's do some nice rolls, hip rotations here. You can do 3 in one direction maybe, and then 3 in the other direction, or do whatever combination feels good for you today. Level out the hips, bring that leg up, then bring the knee to the nose. And let's hold that for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. If this is too much for you, by all means, go back to downward dog, or you can go to child's pose if you know that. Okay, breathe in, lift that leg up. Breathe out, bring that leg all the way forward, and let's set up for warrior 2. So I'm going to open up that back foot at approximately 45-degree angle. Windmill the arms up. Okay, now this front leg, you're aiming for a 90-degree angle, okay? Because you don't want that knee going right over. Okay, so 90-degree angle. You can look down at your big toe. Make sure you can see your big toe. If you can't see that big toe, that might mean your knee is tracking over that toe. So you have to open up that leg more. Reaching with those arms, looking over your middle finger. And breathe. Feel that back foot firmly planted on the mat. Feel the 4 corners of your front foot meeting the mat. Just bring yourself into the moment of feeling your body and where it is. And even your upper body and where it is in space. Tuck that belly in. Let's take that front arm, bring the palm up, reach it back. We're going to go to reverse warrior. So you get a nice long stretch here. This back arm, you can either just let it lay where it falls, or you can wrap it around your thigh, or you can bring your arm behind your back and just hook it around. You can hook it around into the crevice of your other thigh if you want. Okay, my legs are definitely sore from that run. I need to straighten that front leg, and that will accentuate the side body stretch. Arms back open. Okay, nice. So this is a perfect position to go into triangle. I like to shorten my stance for triangle. It's up to you, whatever works best for your body. So I'm going to bring this leg a little bit closer. I'm going to stick that booty out, reach forward, and then tick tock, I'm coming down. My right arm can just, wherever it lands on your leg there. If you have a block, you can also put it at whatever level feels comfortable for you and place your hand on the block. Or you can bring your hand down to your foot if that feels comfortable for you, or right onto the mat. The left arm is reaching up. And if it feels nice on your neck, you can look up at that thumb in the sky. Tucking in that belly. Feel that nice long stretch at the back of that front leg. And then to get back up, if you wish, you can bend that front knee a little bit. Use your core and then come back up. Okay, I am being drawn to do pyramid pose now. So if I was doing a pure vinyasa flow class, I wouldn't go from pyramid or from triangle to pyramid because it doesn't flow that nice. It's a little bit more jarring, but I'm gonna live in the now, and we're going to pyramid. So I need to change my hips. So I'm gonna bring my left foot more out to the side of the mat now. Okay, so I'm gonna bring my hips are facing forward. I'm gonna bring my hands to my hips, open up my heart. So breathe in, tall spine, hinge at the hips. Okay, now this is an awesome stretch for the back of this front leg. You should be able to feel it right away. Now you can either keep your hands on your hips or you can bring your arms out to the sides. Or if you had blocks, you can even bring your hands down to the block and keep a flat back. Or feel free to go down lower. Now, if you're going to go down lower, you might even need to bend this front knee a little bit. So always be conscious of what your joints are doing. Be kind and gentle to your joints. But feel free to use blocks. So I have bent my front knee a little bit just so I can come a little bit lower. Now from here, we're going to go into half splits. So I'm going to reach my arms forward, my hips stay level, and I'm just simply going to bring my left leg back. Now, if you want to practice your balance, you can even grab onto your shin with one hand or with two hands. You might even, if you're good at warrior three, you might even move to a warrior three where you have both arms reaching back or reaching forward. My balance is still something I've been working on. It's from health issues. It's been a challenge I've needed to overcome. So, but I've come a long way. Now that back foot, the leg that's raised, you can choose to either point it or flex it or go back and forth. Now I'm going to drop that back leg down. I'm going to bring it a little bit to the outer edge of the mat. Come back to my pyramid. So bringing my hands to my hips. And then breathe in as we come back up. That feels good. Feel like breaking down into song. I feel good. And so I did, didn't I? Okay, I'm going to bring this leg. I'm going to open up a little bit more because I want to go back to my warrior two. Again, I'm living in the now. Not necessarily feeling like I need to flow today, yet I am going with the flow. So the poses are just being inspired, and I'm going with it. So we're going to windmill the hands down. Bring yourself to plank pose. If plank is tough for you, you can always go down onto your forearms. So you can always go to forearm plank, or always feel free at any time just to drop your knees. Take a little break, right? Take a break and then you can go up. So just listen to your body. Okay, so from here, you can either use all that beautiful core and you can slowly lower yourself down all the way to your belly to do cobra, or you can do chaturanga Tadasana, which I will show you in a moment, or you can go down to your knees and then bring yourself to your belly for cobra. Okay, so you choose. If you want to do chaturanga, breathe in forward on your toes, come halfway down, and then from here you can go to upward facing dog, or your thighs are on the mat and you're doing cobra, and then you can make your way to downward dog. If there's a different version of the vinyasa that you prefer, go for it. If you want to skip vinyasas and go right to downward dog, do it. It's totally fine. You got to make this class your own. Take a nice few deep breaths here in downward dog, remembering to tuck in your belly, pushing your heart towards your thighs. Let's breathe in as we lift the left leg up. Stack the hips, bend the knee, flex the foot, and then we can do those hip rolls. Maybe 3 one way and 3 in the opposite direction. Level out the hips, straighten that leg. Okay, let's bring the knee to the nose, and if you can, let's try to hold that again for 10 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, lift that leg up, then bring that leg all the way forward, plant it, set yourself up for warrior 2. Readjust your body as you need to. Looking over that middle finger, reaching with those arms. Looking for that 90-degree angle at your front leg. Make sure you can see your big toe. And breathe. Feel the 4 corners of your feet firmly planted down onto the mat. Connect with your body in space. Feel where your hands are in space, your head, your ears. Let's bring that front arm palm up. Bring it back for reverse warrior. Choose what to do with this arm. You might want to wrap it around. Just reach it down here or wrap it around the thigh. Bring it around the back. Come a little bit deeper into the pose if you can. Lift that front leg. Bring the arms to the sides. All right, perfect positioning for triangle pose. I'm going to shorten my leg stance. You choose what's best for your body today. Let's stick that booty out. Reach with that left arm. Tick tock. Let's come on down. You don't have to go all the way down to the mat. Feel free to stay up nice and high. So just listen to your body. Use your blocks if you have yoga blocks. If it feels nice on your neck, you can look up at your thumb. Tuck in that belly. To come back up, you might even want to put a little bit of bend in that front leg. And then we come up. All right, so we're going to go into pyramid. I'm going to take my back leg and bring it more to the side. Bringing my hips forward. Take a nice deep breath in, long, tall spine. Hinge at the hips. Okay, you can either stay here or open up your arms. Feel free to bend that knee even up here too, because you can at least have a micro bend, because you want to be gentle on your joints, right? Now you can either stay here or even come down lower to blocks or right to the mat. I have more of the bend now because I'm not using my blocks right now. So I'm coming down to the mat with a bent knee. Feel that nice stretch coming up the calf, right into the hamstring and even into the glutes. All right, we're gonna go into that half split. So you're gonna reach your arms forward, that back leg, bring it up. You can have that back leg toes pointed or flexed, or go back and forth between the two. You can be up on your fingertips or right flat on your palms. I like being up a little higher. Gonna bring that leg back and down. I'm gonna shift myself up, bring this leg back more so I can get into warrior two. Oh, I wanna see what the message is. I'm gonna check in a moment. So we're back in a nice, solid warrior two stance, tucking in that belly, making sure you can see your big toe. Then we're gonna windmill the arms down. Bring yourself to plank pose. Now let's try to go for a solid plank right now. If you need to go onto your knees, by all means, or you can go onto your forearms. Tuck in that belly. The legs are nice and strong and firm. Let's try to hold it here. If any time you need to get out of your plank, just listen to your body. You can always try to go back in. Feel where your body is touching the mat. You can feel all of your toes on the mat. Try to be in the moment. Feel your pinky fingers on the mat. Maybe start focusing on the left pinky finger. And then feel the ring finger, and the middle finger, and your pointer finger, and your thumb. And then move over to the right thumb and feel that on the mat. Your index finger, your middle finger, your ring finger on your right hand, and your pinky. Okay, let's slowly lower all the way down. Oh, good job. All right. How's everyone doing? Oh, I want to check messages. So while you're here, you can take a little break in crocodile. You can put your hands overlap each other. Elbows opposite edges of the mat, and just bring your forehead down to your hands. And so in that crocodile position, just simply breathe. Breathe, relax, allow your body to just chill. K Cards is in the house. Hey gal, on my period, so I won't be doing yoga. Oh, hope your media detox went well. Yeah, it did go well. Thanks, K Cards. It was good. First few days, or first 2 days for sure, were hard. I kept checking my messages, and then by day 3, it was easier for me to just not even turn my phone on. But it went well. Okay, so we're in crocodile. And by the way, it's really good listening to your body. They do, pure yogis do recommend that you don't do any activity, including yoga, on your period. But I don't know, I listen to my body. I normally I feel like I'm okay with it. I feel like just me as an individual needs to have some type of activity, even when I'm on it, but I might tone things down, right? But number one is you got to listen to you. Okay, we're going to do a little bit of, well, it's a version of Superman. And you're going to breathe in and lift your heart up off the mat. And your arms you can have in cactus. So it's like you have goalposts. Okay, now you can either just do upper body or you can add in lower body. So you can lift up your legs. So we're strengthening that lower back. If you have lower back issues, we not only need to strengthen our abdominal muscles, but we need to strengthen our lower back muscles. So this is a great way of doing that. And then we can release and come down. Let's breathe in, come up. Hold that for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Breathe out, come down. Let's do that again. Breathe in and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And breathe out. Okay, so this time, you can either do the same thing that you were already doing, or you can intensify it. So depending on what you're ready for today. So what we could do, breathe in and up, legs are open. And then breathe out, legs come together, arms reach forward, but you're not coming right down. Breathe in and up. And breathe out. Breathe in and up. And breathe out. Last time, breathe in and up. Breathe out, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Crocodile. Hands on top of one another, elbows opposite edges of the mat. Forehead down and breathe. Okay, so listen to your body for this one. We're going to stretch out our quadriceps. So that's the front of your thigh. You can either do one leg at a time or both legs. So if you're going to do one leg at a time, you can take the right arm and you can put your forehead down on it as you're grabbing onto that foot and just gently stretching out that thigh. Okay, so you can do that to both sides, or you can grab onto both and go into bow pose. So B-O-W. And in bow pose, you can take it where it feels comfortable for you, but basically you're going to push the tops of your feet into your hands and trying to lift your thighs up off the mat. You can even add a rockin' and a roll if that feels good for you. And relax. Okay, we're going to go into child's pose. So let's bring knees to outer edges of the mat. If you do have some lower back issues, you can support your lower back by keeping your knees close together, okay? So you choose what's best for you. You can bring your bum down to your feet, reaching your arms forward, and bring your forehead down to the mat. Okay, come on back up. Okay, we're gonna go back into downward dog. Tuck those toes under, push yourself up. And if you want, you can pedal out your feet or just find stillness. We are going to do some hip openers now. Bend the knees, Look forward. You're going to bring your feet to the outside of the upper part of your mat. So I'm going to bring one foot towards my left hand, the other foot towards my right hand. They're at the outer edges of the mat. Feet are about a 45-degree angle. And then I'm going to drop my bum down to a yogi squat. It's also called malasana. So my arms are pushing the insides of my legs outward. I'm aiming for a tall spine. Heart is open. My feet, my heels are down on the mat, but it might not be that way for everybody. Okay, so you can just listen to your body. You can adjust how wide your legs are, because it depends on the length of your legs, right? You might not need to be as wide as I am, or you might need to be a lot wider. And you can adjust your legs to see if you can get your heels down. But if you don't worry. If you can't, don't worry about it. Now, a lot of people can find this position uncomfortable. If you have any type of pain, get out of it. But if it's a bit of discomfort, because when I first started doing this pose, I'm like, holy crap, I can only stay in this for, 5 seconds? Because most people have really tight hips. So this pose is really good for not only opening up the hips, but also to balance your sexual energy. So, because your hips are associated with your second chakra, which is not only your sexuality, but it's the center of your joy, your creativity, your fertility, and your abundance. So it's good to open up those hips. If you need to come out of it and go back in, by all means. Now you can put one hand in front and one hand behind. Slowly come up to a stand. I'm going to bring my feet closer, about shoulder width apart. And I'm going to keep my knees a little bit bent here. They're actually going to get more bent in a moment because I want to fold right down. Okay, so you're folding your belly towards your thighs. Allow your head and neck just to hang. You can grab on to opposite elbows. Anytime you're doing a fold, you're also working on that third chakra. So that solar plexus, that center of your confidence, your courage, your willpower. But here we're also stretching out those hamstrings, calves, glutes. You can see if you can straighten your legs a little bit more if that feels right for you, and then you'll feel more of a stretch. The straighter you go, but don't strain yourself. Now I'm going to come up on my fingertips a bit. I'm going to take my left leg, cross it over to my right, and then I'm going to walk my hands to the right, and then walk my hands to the left. You can bend one or both legs, and then back to center. I'm going to do the crossing with the other leg now. Walk my hands to the left. Again, you can bend one or both legs, and then over to the right. Back to center. Uncross the legs and fold. Breathe in, halfway lift to a flat back, and then fold all the way down again. Now we're going to come up. You can drag your fingertips close to the mat or along the mat as you breathe in. Reach those arms up, up, up. Breathe out, hands at your heart. Now feel yourself solid in Tadasana. This is mountain pose. This is actually an important pose. I think the lighting is a little tough, isn't it? I think I need some darker curtains here. Sorry about the window. Maybe I should get some blinds or something. Okay. I'm just a little bit further back here. So feet are firmly planted on the mat. Four corners of your feet. Feel your stability, okay? You can even picture roots coming out from the bottoms of your feet down into the core of Mother Earth. Take a deep breath into Mother Earth. As you breathe out, feel Mother Earth's energy coming all the way up and igniting every single cell in your body with beautiful, high nutrient energy. The exact combination of what your body needs right now. Arms are at your sides, palms are facing forward. Now, those of you who are watching from the beginning, I was telling you how I was having a little bit of a tough time last night trying to live in the now. Like I was struggling with it. But then I would drop stuff and then I would go with what was presenting. But I still had some frustration going on because I still had this draw that I needed to accomplish what I set to accomplish, right? And I'm a Capricorn, right? We're still breathing here in Tadasana. So just enjoy this state right now. I'm feeling solid. And, oh, well, now I lost my train of thought there. Let me get back into now, people. Okay, I'm back on track. So I felt like on the inside, I was getting more and more shaky. So those of you who know me, I do have a head tremor. And it's associated, I've been channeled that it's associated with two things. It's associated with the high vibrational energy that's been coming in, and I'm very high vibe, and my body is still trying to catch up to the high vibration that I'm at, and my physicality isn't quite there yet. But also, it's my internal energy that, you know, if I get anxious about stuff, anxious, worried, frustrated, that can set off my internal energy. And it just becomes obvious for someone like me, right? And maybe not as obvious for other people about what it's actually doing to you. But yeah, my body is like, see what you're doing? It's a really strong indicator. And then my husband told me last night, he said, wow, you are really shaking. So this was around maybe 10 o'clock at night, 10:30, and I was still getting stuff done. I'm normally in bed. I normally would have already meditated by then, but I was trying to get shit done, right? And so it was a really good reminder that sometimes we just need to let go and flow. Okay, let's breathe in as we raise our arms up. Breathe out, swan dive down as you're reaching those arms to either side, hinge at the hips, then bend your knees as much as you need to and fold. Breathe in, halfway lift to a flat back and fold. Plant your hands, move yourself into plank. And then you can either go right to downward dog or to child's pose or your choice of vinyasa. So I'm going to do Chaturanga Tadasana. Halfway down, upward facing dog, and then downward dog. Now let's do another hip opener. We're going to breathe in as we raise our right leg up. Breathe out, bring that leg forward to the outside of our right hand. You can either stay right here. This is called dragon pose. Some people call it serpent. There's a whole bunch of different names for many of the poses. This back leg can either stay up or you can drop that down. As soon as you drop it down, what a great stretch you can feel on the front of that thigh. Right into your hip flexors. So really beautiful. The more you lean forward, the more you will feel that in your hip flexors. So you can either stay here, palms flat or on your fingertips, pushing your heart forward gently. That back foot, the toes can be tucked under or you can flatten it. The right leg can either stay as it is, or you can open it up. Can you see how my foot is on the blade edge now? You can open it up like that. You can even push that thigh open, listening to your body always. So you can stay there, just giving you lots of options, or you can come right down onto your forearms. Use your breath to open up that hip. Okay, come back up. Now we're going to take that right leg, bring it back, tuck those toes back to downward dog, and then your choice of vinyasa, or just hang out in downward dog or go to child's pose. Breathe in, left leg up. Breathe out, bring that leg all the way forward to the left of that left hand. You can keep that knee up or drop that back knee down. Keep those toes tucked under or flatten that foot. Stay here, go up on your fingertips, open up your heart, or even open up that thigh and putting that left foot on the blade edge. Oh, I wish I could read your message. I'll have to check the messages again shortly. If there's anything in particular, a pose that you want me to demonstrate, any type of things that you've been going through physically, mentally, emotionally, and are looking for a yoga pose maybe to assist, you can let me know. You can also come down deeper. I notice this hip is not as open as my right hip because I can't get my left forearm all the way down to the mat. Well, I can, but it's tougher. It's definitely tougher. Use your breath to open up. I like how there's different adaptations because one side of your body might need something different. So honor that. Let's now bring that leg back. We can go back into our downward dog. If you wish, you can go into a vinyasa of your choice. We're going to make our way to a seated position now. Bend the knees, look forward, and come to with your bum on the mat. Okay, I'm going to check that message quick. So you can start by straightening your legs in front of you. We're going to go into a staff pose. Gerera Bartman, amazing. No way I could do that. Oh, congratulations. That's awesome. That is awesome. And you should be proud of yourself. So good. All right. So legs in front of you, feet flat. Bend your knees as much as you need to. So if you have a sore lower back or super tight hamstrings, maybe you're a runner. Runners tend to have really tight hamstrings. So just bend your knees as much as you need to. Be gentle on your joints, okay? So you can also use a strap too if you like. You can take a strap and wrap it around your feet. Mine's over there. I'm not going to worry about that. If you want me to show you the strap, you can let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to keep going. Breathe in, raise your arms up. Hinge at the hips. And then you're not aiming to put your head down. You're aiming to get your belly down. Okay? And your back might be a little bit rounded, but you're aiming to open up your heart. You're aiming to try to have a tall spine. You don't have to worry about perfection. It's just like, okay, this is what I'm trying to do, and this is where I'm at. Okay? So heart is going forward, belly to the thighs. Your hands can be on your legs, on the mat, wrapped around your feet. So wherever it feels good for you. They might be right up here, right? Like maybe this is your flexibility right now, and that's totally cool. So wherever you're at, no need to compare yourself to anyone else. Where you're at is perfect for you right now. It's all good. And you're constantly changing and evolving. When I started getting back into yoga, there was so much I couldn't do. And I've come a long way. I still have so many things I can work on. but I've come a long way. So you got to celebrate. You got to celebrate those changes in your body as you're listening to yourself, you're working on yourself, and you're advancing. And come on back up. Your breath work is so incredibly important because that really helps your body to open. It's telling your body, you can chill, you can relax, you can open. So your body's like, no way, all right. And then it opens more for you. So you really need to use your breath. So we're taking the right leg, bending it, and the foot is on the inner thigh of the left leg. So that's where we're at right now. Breathing it up. Angle yourself a little bit, like we're turning our bodies a little bit to that straight leg. Again, feel free to have a micro bend here or even more of a bend. So just listen to your body. Okay, that right leg, you can put the foot up here. You can either leave it here or cross it over the other leg. Take the right arm, reach it back. So it's like you're in a sexy beach pose. do you sit on the beach like that? Okay, take the left arm up, hook it over that thigh. And then you're pushing against that thigh so you can look over your shoulder. Nice. I love that, those twists. They feel so good. Straighten the right leg, bend the left leg. So left leg comes into that inner thigh. Reach up, tilt towards that straight leg. Come on down. Okay, that made me think of The Price is Right. Come on down. It's because we were at my mom's cottage and she has cable at the cottage. Doesn't have We don't have Wi-Fi or anything there. Don't have very limited cell service. You can get like a little bit at the dock. But yeah, she has cable, and we don't have cable at home. We just have Netflix. So we watch The Price is Right. We watch Family Feud. What else do we watch? We usually watch Property Brothers and stuff like that, but we did not end up watching that this time. What else did we watch? Um, some type of Name That Tune type of game show with, oh, the actor's name is Fox. He was great. He was really good. Anyways, it was fun. It was fun to watch cable. It was even kind of fun to watch some commercials because we normally don't get commercials. That must be weird if you're a regular cable watcher. Come on up. Okay, so this leg is bent, foot is flat. You can leave it here or cross it over. Again, we're going in that sexy beach pose. So you can bring that left arm back, reach that arm up. Can I have another pina colada, please? And then hook it over. At least I find myself funny. All right, so we're gonna look over that left shoulder and breathe. Speaking of alcohol, I did drink some alcohol during my week's vacation at the cottage. So I didn't have a ton, but I did have some wine, have some cider. I'm needing to detox my body. So I'm drinking and eating foods that help to calm my body, calm my digestion. These foods that are a little more cooler. So I'm not going into anything spicy right now. I haven't been going into heavy meats. I've been doing more vegetarian and drinking bone broth and having teas. So things like that. And let's come back. Ooh, okay. Let's roll down onto our backs. You can go nice and slow. Use your core. Let's bring our knees into our chest. And if it feels nice for you, you can roll back and forth. Give yourself a little massage. You can also do circles with your knees if you like. And let's go the other way. All right, bring those feet down. Hello, Chewy. Did you miss me? Okay. Okay, I don't want kisses. I don't want kisses. No kisses. Go lay down. Go lay down, puppers. Go lay down, baby. Okay, we're going to go into bridge pose. Oh, no. I don't want to smell like dog. Okay, hands. You can have your hands flat on your mat. You can grab onto your mat if you want. Or if you want more of a shoulder opener, you can interlace your fingers underneath your body. Okay, so I'm going to interlace my fingers, push my hips up, feet are facing forward, toes are facing forward, and I'm going to snuggle my wings under my heart. Is Chewy in your way, people? I'm so sorry. Chewy, lie down. Down. We'll see if he'll take his position. Lie down. Down, Chew. Nope. Lie down. Stop. My hands are busy. Okay, sit. Chewy, sit. Sit. Good boy. Down. Down. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, and bring those hips back down. All right, making sure feet are nice and close to your bum still. Let's lift our bum up, move it 2 inches to the right. Okay, then you can set it back down. Lift your knees up, arms out in a T. We're gonna bring our legs to the left as we look over the right if that feels nice for you. If that doesn't feel nice on your neck or your shoulder, you don't have to look at the opposite shoulder. Just enjoy this really nice twist. Also helps to wring out the organs when you're twisting. And it just feels really good on your spine. Okay, bring our legs back to center, realign your spine. Arms can stay out in a T, lift up your bum, move it 2 inches to the left this time. Bring those knees up, move them to the right. And if it feels nice, you can look over that left shoulder. Bring those legs back up, realign your spine. Okay, one last pose before Shavasana. Now I'm gonna go into Happy Baby. If there's another pose that you wanna do before Shavasana, now is the time to do it. So for Happy Baby, you can just grab onto the outsides of your feet. Your arms are going along the inside of your legs. Your hands are pulling your knees down towards the mat, and your feet are trying to push your hands up to the ceiling. So it's a little bit of tug of war here, but gentle. It's gentle. Your tailbone should be flat on the mat. If it is, you can even add a little bit of a rock and roll if that feels nice on your spine. If you also want to stretch out those backs of the legs more, you can take turns by straightening one leg and straightening the other leg. Now, as I said, if there's something else you want to do before Shavasana, you can do that now. If you want to grab a blanket, even a pillow, socks, get as comfortable as you want. I'm drawn to switching from Happy Baby. You can stay in Happy Baby if you like, whichever one you want. I think just because I went for that run, I'm needing a little bit more of a stretch at the backs of my legs. Okay. Find a comfortable position for Shavasana. If you have lower back stuff, you might even want to keep your feet on the mat and your knees together to touch, or put pillows or blocks under your thighs. You might even want to be a big X on the ground. And choose where you want to put your hands. They might be by your sides. Maybe one hand's on the heart, one hand's on the belly. So whatever feels most soothing for you right now, choose a soothing position. And then just concentrate on your breath or tune into your breath. Again, you can breathe in through the bottoms of your feet. As you breathe out, feel that energy coming all the way up, enveloping every cell in your body, igniting those cells, nourishing those cells. And then it goes out through the top, through your crown, and intertwines and gives source energy, the energy that we're all connected to, some beautiful elements of Mother Earth. So you can continue with that breath if that feels nice for you, or choose your own pattern. Choose what feels best for you today. So maybe today, just keep on focusing on your breath and allowing your body to fully relax into the mat. Every breath out, feel your body getting more and more relaxed, just melting into the mat. So if you wish, you can give yourself the goal to go with the flow today, to be in the now, to be present. So maybe when you're having a cup of coffee, or you're having a glass of water, or you're eating a lunch or a snack, instead of multitasking, try to be present with those activities. Try to be in gratitude for those activities. Notice the liquid, the fluid on your tongue, going down your throat. Notice the food in between your molars as you're chewing the food, and feel that food going down your throat. Feel it resting in your belly for digestion. So just try to be more present than you've ever been throughout your day. Be open to maybe people in your life taking you on a different path. Hey, thank you for the hearts. I appreciate the beautiful support you're sending from Instagram. So thank you. So notice those nutrients within your body. Notice how different people might want your attention, and be present with that. So yes, you will have goals to accomplish today, certain things you'd like to get done. And maybe at the beginning of your day, you can prioritize those. What are the most important things to get done today? And if I don't get certain things done, like other things, if the secondary things, if I don't get those done today, is anything going to fall apart? Have a little bit of that conversation with yourself just so you can be clear on what really needs to get accomplished. And then if you get any invitations from family members, from friends, from neighbors, be open. If an invitation actually feels fun, maybe it makes your heart sing in some way. But and maybe notice if your mind is like, well, I got stuff to do. I gotta get this done, this done. Maybe take a moment and reevaluate how am I on track with my must get dones today? You know, the things that are priority, am I on track for that? Can I take a break right now and spend some time with someone I love? With spending time on doing something that will bring me more creativity, more joy, that can actually fuel you to help you to get even more done later on today. So just try to be present with everything today. Now you can stay in Shavasana for as long as you like. If you feel you are now ready to get on with your day, you can wiggle your fingers and toes, maybe even reach your arms above your head and you're reaching your feet in the opposite direction. Take a nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, relax. If it feels right for you at this time, you can slowly roll onto one side. Feel your body on the mat or on the floor. I'm feeling licks from my dog right now. And in your own timing, you can make your way up to a seated position. Okay, come over here, Chew. Sit. Good boy. So while you're in your seated position, just take note of your body. Focus in on your breath. Do you not get enough attention, Chewy? I just want to share something with you as you're just tuning into your body again. If you're in Shavasana, then just continue to chill. See this little bear here? I don't know if you can see it very well. Hey, Chew. This is from my neighbor's backyard. They have cats. They have 2 cats. And if my little dog can ever sneak out, which she will, down, she will run into my neighbor's backyard and steal their cat toys. And I told my neighbor that they stole this bear and I'd be throwing it over their backyard. And she says, no, take it. They don't even play with that one anymore. It's fine. And last night, I took my dogs for a walk. And my dog, Chewy, stopped to take a poop. And then he dropped something. I'm like, what did you just drop? He brought the little bear with him on the walk. I had no idea because it's so little and it just blends in with this fur color, but he took it on the walk with him. So funny, it's such a big dog and like such a little cat toy. Anyways, it's quite funny. My other dog really likes the toy too, so she wants us to have it. Funny. All right, let's take a deep breath in as we raise our arms up. Breathe out, bring your hands to your heart. You can bring your thumbs to your forehead. May you have kind thoughts and intentions today. Bring your thumbs to your lips. May you speak kind words to yourself and to others. Bring your thumbs to your heart. May your heart be filled with love, with joy, peace, and gratitude. From my light to your beautiful light, namaste. So I just want to talk to you just briefly about those three things that we just did. Because do you really pay attention to that? Some days I'm better at it than others. So kind thoughts and intentions. Different people can set you off at different times. You can set yourself off by something you did or didn't do, and you're like, oh, I can't believe I did that. I'm so dumb, like stuff like that. That's not a kind thought that you're having towards yourself. Sometimes when I can't find something in the house, my automatic go-to is like, oh, did my husband move that again? Or did my kids not put it back? Those thoughts can automatically go there. And then I'll have to stop myself and go, just breathe. You don't know what happened. At this point, you don't know what happened. And it might be your own fault, Jackie, right? So I have to remind myself about those things. Now speak kind words to yourself and to others. So minding your thoughts and minding the way you're going to speak to yourself, the thoughts that you have towards yourself, and the words that we speak to others, even the sharpness with the astrology right now. I'm not an astrologist, but things this week, you might find you're a little more snappy. You're a little more snappy, a little bit more tense about things, a little bit more edgy. So if it's good, we can acknowledge that, right? So if we notice that, we can consciously soften the edges. Watch those words. Maybe don't say anything until you can get yourself into a more grounded, peaceful place. Sometimes we need to distract our thoughts, do some breath work to get ourselves back into that calm place. So, and in our hearts, to have love, joy, peace, and gratitude. Definitely easier said than done, right? But maybe throughout the day, give yourself reminders of what you're grateful for. Think right now. What are at least three things that you are grateful for? Think about those three things or three people or three situations or three experiences that you're so grateful for, and pull those into your heart right now. Have those sitting right here into your heart. And so you might need a little bit more time, or if you already have them in there, you can breathe into that heart space. And as you breathe out, allow that energy to expand. And do that again. Breathe in. Allow it to expand even more. Breathe in again. Allow it to expand even more. So maybe during the day, you can check in. Think about those three things you're grateful for. Visualize them in your heart and keep on expanding that energy outward. You can expand it beyond the room you're in, beyond the house or the apartment that you're in, or the workspace that you're in. Have it move beyond your town, your city, your country. You can have that beautiful, heartfelt energy going all around the world. So it's your choice. Where's your energy, and what do you have that space to give today? Sometimes you just need to focus on giving to yourself. So you can think about that too, and maybe you just need to focus on that heart energy just within your own space. Okay? So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a fabulous rest of the day. You can catch me for Intuition Wednesday. It will be live on YouTube and Reddit, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. I will do Intuition Wednesday at some point on Instagram. Vincent is in the house. Valmer joined. Oh, Matt, hey, I'm saying hi to everybody. I don't know if you guys are still there. Antonio Helen joined. Hey, I'm so glad we have all these people joining. Oh, Chad was in the house. Awesome. Well, with everyone who joined, even or if you're watching after the fact, I'm so glad you had a chance to stop in, say hello, do some yoga. If you happen to be local, I do have yoga classes starting up at Dance Bridge in Uxbridge, Ontario. I'm going to have classes Monday mornings, Wednesday mornings, and Saturday mornings. And I'm just waiting to find out which evenings I can do. So I'm excited about that. And if you'd like to join me, DM me and I can keep you posted on when registration is opened. It's going to be open before the end of the week, I would think. So thank you so much. I am going to say goodbye to my YouTube peeps. Bye. Thanks for joining me. Have a great rest of your day. Bye. Okay.